Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Haziq Badugafar. Here is my group mate name, which is Nur Shahinda, Siti Nur Fatimah, Nur Farisha Dalila, Turga, Haris Haikal, Alifami, Praveen, and Kiruban. For the network analysis and design project, we are choosing Chak Badak Western Restaurant for our long-term project. Chak Badak Western is a growing family-owned restaurant established in 2018. It is located at number 5, Batu 10, Kampung Padang Keladi, Durian Tunggal Melaka, 76100. It has built a loyal customer base, including university student, which is UTEM, and families. The restaurant integrate modern digital tools such as QR ordering and POS system, which is point of sale, and is now progressing toward a more comprehensive network infrastructure to support further digitalize and operational efficiency. The restaurant also offers dine-in and delivery service.
Good day, sir. I'm Trikadi Pushpanathan. So today I'll be explaining about the problem statement in our project. So overall, the problem statement is Chak Bada Western is a rapidly growing restaurant which has implemented partially digital tools, example like a POS system and QR ordering. However, the key operations such as sales recording, staff attendance, inventory tracking remain the manual or fragmented. These lead to inefficient human error and also limit the restaurant ability to scale or deliver seamless customer service. The absence of a secure, centralized, and scalable network infrastructure further hampers effort to modernizing and meet future digital. So there is a first problem statement in our project. The first of all is, as I mentioned earlier, fragmented and manual processing such as like inventory, sales, and attendance will be lead to inefficiency and also the error. Second problem was lack of centralized secure network infrastructure limit seamless operation. And the third will be no customer Wi-Fi or future ready digital infrastructure impact customer experience and the growth. And the fourth will be the poor security and no centralized data storage expose the restaurant to data loss and security threat. So next, I'll be explaining about the project objective which help to solve these problems in our project. So each of the objective is referred to the each of problem statement that I mentioned earlier. So the first objective is automate this process through an integrated digital system connected to a centralized server, improving accuracy and also help to reduce the human errors. The second objective is design and implement a secure, scalable network that help to connect to the kitchen, cashier, and also the office and dining area, enabling the reliable data flow. And the third is provide a segmented, secure Wi-Fi network for customers and also for the staff with capability for future system such as like online reservation for the restaurant and also loyalty app. The last will be establish a dedicated server room with security school tool, example like a firewall, CCTV, VLANs to safeguard data, ensure backup, and also maintain the operational continuity. So next, I'll be explaining about the scope. Scope we have split it into three type of. First is network infrastructure design, and the second is in system integration automation, and the last will be customer security enhancement. So let's go to the first. So network infrastructure design, we analyze current network and operational workflow, and also we plan a secure and scalable LAN to connect all the critical area, which is a kitchen, cashier, dining, office, and also dining area. And the last is we set up a dedicated server room for centralize the data handling. Next is system integration automation. We digitize staff attendance tracking, example like a fingerprint system. And also integrate sales recording and inventory management with POS. Last is ensure seamless data sharing between all the departments. And the last scope is customer security enhancement. We install a secure guest Wi-Fi separated from the staff network, and also implement a firewall, CCTV, and also VLAN security. And the last is enable future upgrades like online reservation and also delivery integration. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Nur Alif Fahmi bin Harun, and today I would like to present about current and future logical design for Cap Badak Western. For the first aspect, network structure. Currently, Cap Badak Western use no centralized LAN, and for the future, structure LAN with VLANs will be assigned. Second, system integration, POS and QR only, which is isolated. And for the future, fully integrated POS, attendance, and inventory. And the third one is data handling, manual records for sale, stock, and attendance. And for the future, real-time digital records via server. And the next one is Wi-Fi access, shared network for all, currently for Chak Badak Western, and for the future, separated staff and guest Wi-Fi. Next is security. Right now, no control and no monitoring. But for the future, firewall, VLANs, role-based access, and monitoring will be added for the Chatbot Western. And the last one is scalability. Currently, limited for future growth, but for the future, supports online menus, reservations, and multi-branch will be added for Chatbot Western. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I will present the criteria of technology evaluation for our Cap Badak Western project. First, capacity and performance. This means our network must handle POS, CCTV, inventory, and attendance system smoothly. We choose a 1 gigabit per second Ethernet backbone with enough bandwidth for staff and customers. Second, reliability. Our target is 99.95% uptime. We use Cat6 cables and gigabit switch plus redundant connections to avoid downtime. Third, scalability. We design for future upgrades, more branches or users, VLAN separate guest and staff network. The black box design makes upgrades easy. Fourth, security and cost. We use pfSense firewall and CCTV for safety. There's a role-based access control for staff. The total cost is around 15k to 25k ringgit Malaysia, affordable for an SME. These criteria make sure the system is fast, stable, secure, and cost-effective for Cap Badak Western.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Farisha Daila binti Ibrahim Haji. Today I will explain about the interconnection mechanism, degree of hierarchy. This diagram shows how different parts of the restaurant are connected through a central network, which is managed by the server room. The server room is the main hub that connected to the cashier, office, kitchen area, and dining area. The number 521 next to the server room means that it handles 5 different connections, making it a high degree of hierarchy. The ISP is connected directly to the server room with a 1-to-1 connection, which is a low hierarchy. The server room is the main place that connected all part of the restaurant. It's handled a lot of connection, while the internet from the ISP only connect to it directly. The second one, I will explain about the degree of redundancy. This diagram show how many paths or roads are used for communication between different parts of the restaurant. The server room is the center point that connect to the office, cashier, kitchen area, and dining area. There are 5 paths from the server room to this area. This is called a high degree of redundancy. because there are multiple connection. If one path fail, others can still work, but for the ISP, it's connected to the server room using only one path. So it has low redundancy. If it's failed, there is no backup for ISP. Okay, the last one, the router and switches design. The internet come from the ISP, goes through the router and a switch in the server room. Wi-Fi is used in the kitchen, cashier and dining area. The office and cashier use cable for faster internet. All area can go online for work and customer service. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nushahinda and then I will explain about network management and security. For this slide, I'll explain about the network management and security aspect of Chat Badak Western. First, the network will use centralized in-band monitoring, which is located in the server room, to monitor 26 hosts across all departments including kitchen, cashier and office. For access control, user will be assigned roles such as cashier, kitchen, staff and manager, which is each have different access levels. The server room will also have face recognition security to restrict physical access. From the network security side, we will implement PF-Sense firewall for filtering harmful websites and enable VLAN segmentation to separate staff and guest Wi-Fi. Guest connections will be controlled with a captive porter and bandwidth limit. The backup strategy includes weekly backups to NAS and cloud, and all systems are supported by UPS and fire safety equipment. And then lastly, we'll use the tools like SNMP v2 to monitor system logs and network performance. CCTV alerts will also be connected to the owner mobile apps for real-time notification. Now, I'll explain the physical network design by comparing the current setup with the proposed future design. So currently, the system is quite basic, which is only use a standard Wi-Fi router and post system, and then attendance is still done by manual using a punch card. So there is no structured cabling or centralized server room, which limit performance, coverage and also affect security because access is not restricted. So in this proposed design, we implement structured Cat6a Ethernet cabling, which provide higher speed, reliability and better network organization. All devices will be connected to a centralized server room, which include a switch, firewall, router and DVR system for CCTV. Key areas like cashier, kitchen, office and dining area will be connected using a mix of wired and wireless access. So depending on the needs of each space, which is like example, access point will be placed in the dining and office areas to improve coverage. So the diagram on the slide show how each device is positioned in the future setup. So to ensuring the network is more stable, secure and easy to manage compared to the current layout, which is I didn't have the current layout. So overall, the future physical design brings major improvements in structure, scalability and security for Chat Badak Western. And then lastly, to conclude my part, the new physical setup and network security plans will improve both stability and protections of the network with structured cabling, VLAN separation and proper access control. Chat Badak Western will be more prepared to handle future growth while keeping everything efficient and secure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kirubert. Now I'm going to present about wiring scheme and cabling used. The first is cabling type. So we use Cat6a Ethernet cable is used throughout the network. This cable supports gigabit Ethernet 1 Gbps, ideal for high speed and reliable data transfer. It also allows for long distance run with minimal interference, suitable for connecting devices in different areas like the kitchen, office, cashier and dining area. The second is connection methods. The first is wired connection. Office and cashier use wired Ethernet for stable and fast connection. Devices like POS terminals, attendance system, and inventory PCs are connected via cable to ensure reliability. The second is wireless access points (APs) used in dining and office area to provide Wi-Fi connectivity for staff and customers. Wireless and deployed where mobility or guest access is required. Then centralized infrastructure. All cabling is structured and connected back to the central server room, which includes switches, routers, firewall, and CCTV DVR. Ensure all network components are managed and secured from one location. The last is physical layout highlights. Server room acts as the core of the network central point. Cabling is organized for post terminals, staff PCs, CCTV system, and access points. Cabling designs support future upgrade and scalability. Thank you.
So, IP addressing and routing strategy use. First, the IP addressing SIM. So for the IP addressing SIMs, we use a logical IP addressing SIM where each department, like the kitchen, or cashier, office, and server room, gets their own IP range, this is to make it easier to manage and help to avoid IP conflicts. And we also configured the VLANs to logically isolate traffic. For example is staff VLANs, gas VLANs, and kitchen VLANs. So as you can see from the table, we have the VLAN ID, name, and function. Which is for the VLAN ID, we started from the VLAN 10 until the VLAN 99. And then each VLANs have their own names. For example, the VLAN 10 is for staff. So staff is people that stay in the office or people that work as admin. Or the VLAN 20, which is for the post. The function is for people that usually manage the payment system on the cashier. So post is basically devices for the cashier to use to manage the payment. So for the routing strategy, we implemented static routing because due to the simple LAN environments, which is no complex internetworking needed. And all routing managed by the pfSense firewalls in the server room, which also handles the inter-VLANs communication between devices like a post system, attendance system, or the management inventory management system. Okay, next for the hierarchical design, we centralize routing with a single router and switch in the server room, which means one router and one server in the server room. And this is because where most of the traffic flows back to the central server room. For example, all payments, attendance, and inventory data is sent and stored there. So basically, the server room acts as the core of the networks. So as you can see, the core layer 3 switch represents router as the backbone routing across all the VLANs. So it acts like a core. Okay, so for the redundancy and addressing security, as you can see, we use a low to medium redundancy setup, which is even though the network is small, we ensure the basic redundancy and reliability by using a gigabyte Ethernet connection and segmenting the network properly. And addressing the security, we enforce access control using a VLANs and firewall rules, and we use SNMPv2 for secure monitoring all connected devices. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so for the conclusion, is the objective achieved? Yes, it achieved. So for the objective one, through analysis of current network infrastructure completed, and identify technical gaps in operation, which is post attendance inventory and Wi-Fi. So for the next objective, design and propose a centralized, a secure LAN with VLAN segmentation, integrated post attendance and inventory systems. Introduce customer and staff Wi-Fi with firewall and CCTV implementation. So for the third objective, deliver a comprehensive project report, included logical and physical design, addressing plan, backup strategy, and costings, support future scalability, reservation, cloud delivery integration. That's all from us. Thank you.